Hey everybody, Tyler here with SmokeForPennys. Today I'm going to be talking about cartomizers, what they are, how to fill them, and some basic maintenance on them. This is a cartomizer attached to a battery here. Cartomizer. Basically what that means is a cartridge and an atomizer built into one. So it's a little less hassle. I'm going to show you how it vapes. As you can see, it makes good vapor depending on the liquid you're using and whatnot. But it's a very economical way to vape. These are relatively cheap compared to any other atomizer on the market. They provide a little more taste, in my opinion, and pretty easy to use and refill. So let's get down to filling these. When you purchase a cartomizer from SmokeForPennys, it'll come in a plastic package, and you will get this. You will get two what they call condoms on each side of the atomizer. You will need to remove, and we will be using one of these for the refilling process. As always, I'm going to be doing this over a paper towel so don't get nicotine juice on my table or whatnot, and this goes for refilling or maintenance of any standard atomizer of any type. This is the cartomizer. Once you've removed both end condoms, we're going to want to remove the mouthpiece, which is a small plastic or rubber grommet in the top here that keeps the juice out of your mouth. Once we have this out, we are exposed to the inside of the atomizer. As you can see, the inside of the atomizer is a polyester foam wrapped around the heating coils. And that polyester foam is what's going to keep your liquid close to the coils and enable you to vape. Basically what I'm going to do here is approximate the amount of liquid needed for this by filling up one of these condoms. I'm going to take my liquid from SmokeForPennys, and as always, give it a nice thorough shaking before you do any refilling of any product. And I'm going to take it, and this condom that we took off of the end cap, the end of the atomizer, just gonna fill it up. I leave about maybe, 2-3 millimeters on the top there. As you can see, I'll get a little bit closer here. This is what we're looking for. Nice filled end condom for the atomizer, and then we're going to want to take the end of the atomizer that's opened, the end that we just took the plug off of, not the battery end, but the end that we just took the plug off of, and we are going to plunge it straight into the condom piece right here, and just kind of slowly push it down. This is going to ensure that all of the polyester material inside is uniformly saturated. Once I've got it all the way down here to the bottom, I'm just going to flip it right over, and the liquid will kind of drain itself down into the cartomizer, and let this sit for, a few seconds or so. Take your condom off, and now we are nice and saturated inside of here. For good measure, I generally take a few extra drops and just make sure that this is properly filled all of the way. Just kind of hit the side of the metal here with a couple extra drops. Make sure that you have a small pool of liquid on top of this polyester foam. You don't want too much as to suck it through and get it in your mouth. No one wants that in their mouth. And do not be afraid if you overfill these. If you overfill these, liquid may come out of the end of this. That is not a big deal whatsoever. If the liquid comes out, just simply put it on the paper towel and it'll drain right out, and you'll be good to go. After you have filled this, stick on either the white cap that you got with it as the tip, or at SmokeForPennys we recommend any kind of standard 510 drip tip, which I'm gonna just put right on the top here. Now we are ready to vape it. As I mentioned before, the Cartomizer tends to give you a little more taste, which is definitely a fact with these dual coil Cartomizers. They give you a very good taste, very good hit. It is a very popular choice among many vapors out there, and I'll show you why. Plenty of vapor, and it just keeps giving on, just keeps going. You cannot out vape these. You can just keep on and on and on as long as you keep this polyester inside of here wet. And what you're going to want to do after using a Cartomizer for, I'd say a good 10 or 15 hits after you originally used it, you want to open up the top, take your drip tip off, and you want to look inside of it and make sure that you still have liquid on the top. You want to keep these things wet at all times. All times. So if you taste any hint of burning or any change in flavor, like anything like that, you want to take your dropper and just top it off. Give it anywhere from 4 to 5, maybe 6 drops. Just top it off. And just check it out. Make sure you have just a small pool on top, but you don't want to drip too much that you're going to leak into the battery. Just a couple drops just to top it off and freshen it up. I really like Cartomizers, and I hope you do too. You can pick up any style of Cartomizer from SmokeForPennys. We have got all of them. We've got standard 510s, we have low resistance, we've got dual coil, single coil, short, extra large, any style that you can imagine that'll fit any PV that you're using, any battery that you're using. These will go on standard Ego batteries, these will go on pretty much any battery, and they work great, and they're nice and economical. It's a cheap way to have your cart and your atomizer built into the same unit.